If you were in central or northern Maine and awake at 1:30 this morning, and you happen to be looking outside, you were lucky enough to see a brilliant display of the northern lights. So this video was captured by a web camera in Millinocket. Now, if you're thinking, how cool would it have been to be sitting in that Adirondack chair that's actually in the lower right-hand corner while those lights were dancing across the sky, you would be correct. It was a chilly 44 degrees at the time this video was recorded. Again, it was last night, so it was June, and it was that cold.
Yeah, it was cool last night, and that's because we had clear skies, which really paid off for us today.
Yes,
you know,
and to see those.
Right.
I was ready for that.
See, normally that's what you have to do for the northern lights. You have to be up at like 1 to 3 in the morning.
In that window.
A low light pollution area. But remember last fall we had one that was like a gimme for everyone?
Yes, everybody was in on it.
It was 7:30 at night, and you could stand on a street with like street lights and see it. I'm like, this is my kind of aurora.
Yep.
This is a low effort aurora. 66 in Portland right now. We had a sea breeze kick us back down along the coastline. Inland is in the mid-70s, so it's very obviously an ocean influence, but you can see it's moved pretty far. We've talked before about how I sometimes consider Bangor to be coastal, depending on the wind direction, and they're right on the edge there. You can see Searsport at 64, Bangor holding on to 70. That sea breeze not quite getting that far inland. A lot of sun today, though. Basically just totally clear skies. We have a little bit of wildfire smoke into Vermont and New Hampshire and just into western Maine. Some more of that will move in overnight tonight, and we'll see it around tomorrow. It's not going to be an air quality issue, but you may notice a little bit milkiness of the skies. Milkiness, that's one of those words I say, it's a Massachusetts thing, comes out. There's an A in milk for me. 54 overnight. You never noticed that? You never noticed that? Yeah, moving on. Tomorrow, we do have some of that wildfire smoke around, but it's likely to be a much warmer day for most of us. Upper 70s along the coast, maybe even 80, and then flattening back down to 70 with the sea breeze. Inland in the mid-80s, though, through the afternoon, slightly higher humidity, too, so you'll notice that dew point creeping up a bit. But it's a nice day if you don't mind it being a little bit warmer. A bit sticky tomorrow night, and then I think the first half of Thursday really plays warm because even the southern coast gets into the mid-80s, some upper 80s inland, higher dew points, almost sticky at that point, and then some pop-up showers and storms on Thursday afternoon. There's an outside chance of a stray 90-degree reading as well, which would be the first time since last August if we would have hit one of those in the state. So that's how warm it'll be the first half of the day Thursday. Back to a mixture of sun and clouds on Friday, not a bad day, and many of us back into the 70s to around 80 degrees. The weekend forecast, we do have showers and storms in the forecast for Saturday. It's not as bad as the last couple of Saturdays, though, where they were pretty much rainstorms and it was chilly. It's going to be warmer, and also this front is just barely over the state. The models continue to kind of oscillate the position of that a bit. So I still have showers and storms in the forecast, but there is still some upside potential that things could improve for Saturday. But I'd rather go this way and take it away than go the other way, as you know. Just a general good rule for forecasting. Sunday looks better into the mid-70s. Looks all right on Monday, too, and then back to some showers perhaps on Tuesday. But yeah, you know, Coco asked me this about an air conditioner if you have window units. Probably.
I'm starting to see them in windows now. Yeah.
Sprouting up like flowers.
Anticipating that.
Yeah. Because if not mid-80s, then when? Yeah. Right? It's in Maine.
That is the time.
Of just about that time of the year. All right, we have another episode, a new one of Weather and Weenies that will be dropping at the bottom of the hour. Tonight, Ryan and I try to get the bottom of a strange image a viewer sent us from her home's web camera. She's asking what that kind of spotlighty thing is on her. I guess it's like a miniature lighthouse. First of all, like, I'm the only person left in the world without web cameras in my house, apparently. And that's like the only thing I regret about not having one is like, if you do something stupid, you can show it to people. That's the main upside of having one of those Nest cameras, I think. Remember, if you've got questions for us, email us to weatherweenies@newscentermaine.com. If you don't already have the News Center Maine Plus app, you can download it for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. But I'd love to flame myself, just like, you know, people like fall down the driveway.
Happens all the time.
And yeah,
it's different when it's on camera.
I miss some of these opportunities.
Right, well, please install one so we can enjoy. All right, Keith, thanks.